Samuelson back in?
Yes.
Okay. Goalie?
Goalie, that's a good question. Yeah, you'll know we'll know in warm-ups, I guess, on that one.
Is this health related?
No, not at all. Just haven't spoken with him after skate, that's all. I don't want to inform anybody before they're informed, so.
What's the dynamic for your club knowing they're going to go out in front of a sold-out house for the first time this year?
Yeah, that's exciting to know that. I'm certain our guys will feel that energy and that excitement. And the excitement of it being RJ night. I think they're just equally excited for both. And it's pretty neat to see. You're going to feel, and we already do feel the history of the Sabres. I mean, we've talked about a lot, everybody in this room and everybody in the community, about the history of the Buffalo Sabres. And when you have, the power that RJ is we haven't had a sellout this year, and you throw his name in the mix, and it ties in 50 plus years, and nobody wants to miss that. And I don't know that there's any bigger tribute to RJ when you look at our season and all the talent that's in our locker room and potential that's in our locker room, but it's RJ night that the building is filled up for, and that's pretty neat. Pretty neat for our guys to be a part of that.
You and Kevin have spoken many times how you guys need to earn the trust of the fans and everything, and I think you've been starting to do that. I think you've perked up the curiosity of some of the fans. Is this an opportunity tonight in front of a sellout to show the fans, how far you guys have come and what you guys are about right now?
Yeah, I mean, that's a whole lot to take in, I guess, Paul. I think with us, with me specifically, I talked about the game being entertaining, and people pay to see us play, and they want, we're in the business of entertainment, and we want to make these games exciting. And to me, all of that said, it boils down to compete and passion. That's what we want. We want competitive people that are passionate about the game, and you see that passion on the ice. And our job as coaches is to make sure that's the forefront of whatever we do. And where we are in the spectrum of progress toward where we're going to get and where we want to get to, that goes day by day, and with the ups and downs of life, really. Some days you feel good, some days you don't, some days the other team feels a little better than you do, on and on. But that passion and compete are things we want, we've had out of this group, and we need to make sure first and foremost that's there tonight. And as I mentioned, I believe the crowd will help in that component as well.
Asplund and Olsen obviously have chemistry on the ice, but they're close off the ice. What have you learned about those two, their personalities over the last year?
They kind of exemplify our group and our team. You see the care. They care for each other. They look out for each other. They pick each other up when things might not go right, and they are, it's almost symbolic of our whole group now. But yeah, they're you can see when you put those two together, there's a surge right away. And even when they're separate, they're fine. But when you put them together, you see the surge. I mean, you see that they've had a lot of time and meaningful games together and been through ups and downs together. Both of them had some downtime this year, some window of long stretches where they just couldn't put up statistically what they wanted to, but they never stopped working. And I think it was because they push each other, and I think they helped each other through all that as well.
You're familiar with Roman Josi, I guess, from your days with the Blackhawks. I don't ask you about the opposition that much, but just looking, he's having a season really.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw Roman Josi, he was in Milwaukee, and I was scouting for the Maple Leafs, and I thought, wow, this guy's going to be a heck of a player, and now you look at him, 82 points coming into tonight as a defenseman is, that's elite. So he is definitely a guy, a top player you've got to watch, but a heck of a job by him, and I'm excited for our guys anytime. Again, you guys know, the better the competition, the more I'm excited for it, because I just think it helps our guys grow faster.
Don Campbell was on the radio in Toronto talking about the shootout goal from the other night. You guys have had two interesting shootout goals against you last week, Kuznetsov and Wheeler. I mean, what's your thought on those? And are you aware, have you guys or Kevin had any communication with the league on those?
Yeah, no, I'm not aware that we've had any communication. That would be Kevin, and we have not discussed it. Nor is it something, in the midst of competing, I guess, that I want my mind to shift to that. I mean, the obvious. I think everybody saw the obvious. It's a different play when you came to the net the other night. We did ask about, is that stopping or not? But that's not for us. I mean, that's the league. The league makes those decisions, and honestly, you just move on from it. The sooner and quicker we move on and just allow that decision to be made by the league in any situation. That's been my approach to it always, and it will be. I don't want to dwell on something. We can't feel we're a victim in any certain situation, and I won't allow us to. So that rules out any. To me, hey, whatever happens. The puck went in the net. Let's move on. And I'm not going to blame somebody else at this point. The league, I trust that they look into things and make adjustments as they see fit. And we have to do our job. And I don't want to not focus on our job, especially with this league. You just got to move forward really fast. So I don't know that I answered much of your question, but I give you my thought process on it anyway.
Thank you.
Thanks, Don.
Yeah.